So let's start by settling the body, finding a comfortable, stable, upright position. So we keep our feet flat and our back straight, torso open, hands in the lap right over left with the palms upturned and the thumbs gently touching. Our eyes are gently closed or slightly open. We try to avoid slouching or leaning. But we also try to let go of rigidity in the body. Relaxing into a stable, comfortable, upright position. And then try to have a sense of pulling back your awareness from the outside world, constraining your attention to the body and mind. Letting go too of thoughts of the past and plans for the future. Trying to concentrate your awareness in the present moment by attending closely to the physical sensation of the air moving into and back out of the tip of the nostrils. Noticing quickly when anything other than that one physical sensation is arising in the mind, and without judgment or frustration, lifting your awareness up from that distraction and placing it gently but firmly again and again on the breath. And then we'll generate a broad and altruistic motivation, thinking to use our time to cultivate and deepen constructive ways of thinking and acting, ways that help us to remain peaceful and calm, ways that help us to engage in actions that bring benefit to those around us. Reducing or eliminating ways of thinking and acting that are painful and disturbed in one's own mind, and that lead to actions that cause harm to those around us. And we'll continue contemplating the root afflictions and their antidotes. So we'll turn to considering anger and strong aversion. These are states of mind that arise when we experience what we think of as unpleasant, or when we're prevented from accomplishing what we would otherwise prefer. This is a spectrum of responses, from frustration up to a rage. And oftentimes we can identify some energy related to the wish to cause harm in response to harm. So start by thinking about times when this has arisen in your own life. What kinds of patterns can you identify? What tends to trigger these mental states? And think about how these states of mind feel in the body, in the mind. And what kinds of things do you say and do when these states of mind are dominant? And then think about the kinds of suffering that this mental state has caused for yourself and for those around you. And then to overcome this tendency, we can first think about the inevitability of unpleasant experiences in ordinary cyclic existence. Again and again, we will meet with things that we would prefer not to. And responding with anger is just creating more causes for suffering. We could instead grow weary of ordinary cyclic existence itself. Using each of these experiences to deepen our resolve to achieve liberation. Try to pick one or two times when you experienced anger and see what it would be like if you approach the situation through that lens instead. We can also contemplate that the karmic cause of the unpleasant experience is a past action of our own making, most likely in a previous life. So we can use the opportunity to improve our karma. To rededicate our efforts to avoid harmful actions. Thinking that there's no cause outside of ourselves for this experience, and so directing anger outside of ourselves is also pointless. So if we're going to get fed up with something, it ought to be the delusions that created the negative karma in the past that gave rise to this experience. And then we can think that if I am experiencing a harm, if someone is being unkind, then we can see that person as an object of our compassion, recognizing that that destructive action is going to ripen as their own suffering. Whereas the unpleasant experience is allowing us to get rid of a karmic seed that would cause a painful experience for us. So our situation is improving and theirs is getting worse. That negative karmic seed that is being activated for us is being activated in a relatively safe way. It has the potential to be activated in ways that can cause much greater suffering. So we are quite fortunate. As the other person might suffer more intensely. So again, see if you can replay an experience where now you take the other person as the object of your compassion. And then when you're ready, we'll come back together. And we'll dedicate. So recollect your altruistic motivation and think that having contemplated in this way, you've actualized that motivation, created positive energy in the mind, which you now offer freely for the benefit of all sentient beings without exception. Thinking may it ripen in whatever way is truly beneficial for sentient beings. May it serve as a cause and condition to eliminate war and conflict, poverty, disease, natural disasters, famines. May it fully ripen the minds of sentient beings. May they quickly meet perfect teachers and arise in the state of full enlightenment. May I too achieve the state of enlightenment so that I might work perfectly for the benefit of sentient beings. May any obstacles facing the Guru's long life be completely dispelled. And may I and all sentient beings in this moment come under the joyful care and guidance of enlightened beings. May we be guided and protected until we swiftly achieve that state of enlightenment.